Hello, my name is Keshwani. That's K-E-S-H-W-A-N-I, Keshwani. In these clips that I've been putting on the YouTube, I have been solving the math problems that appear in this book, the official SAT study guide. There are 8 exams in it. Each exam has 3 math sections. If you're preparing for the SAT, you want to practice as much as you can out of this book. Don't use anything else. My logic is very simple. If you're going to put in your time and effort to prepare for the exam, to practice for the exam, then why use the fake exam? Use the real thing. This is it. This has 8 real exams in it. Excuse me. Anybody who's preparing for the SAT must have this book. If you don't have one, buy it from any of the bookstores or buy it from me. Just give me for a second. Right now I'm going to solve the problem that appears in exam number 4, section number 2, page 585, question number 10. Let's take a look at it. We are given a sequence which looks like that. Z, W, Y and X. The sequence above may be changed in either of 2 ways. There are 2 ways we are allowed to manipulate the sequence. Either 2 adjacent letters may be interchanged. You can interchange the 2 adjacent letter, the 2 neighboring letters, or the entire sequence may be written in reverse order. The question simply is, what is the least, and they underline the word least, what is the least number of such changes that one needs to do in order to put this letter into alphabetical order? Of course, so at the end we want W, X, Y and Z is what we're looking for. Let's see what we can do. Let's see what we can do. I see X and Y here in this. I'm going to first reverse the entire order. So I'm going to write it in X, Y, W and Z. So that puts X in the front that I need and the Z in the back there. I need to manipulate these somehow. Well, that's very easy. Just move them around twice and this guy will end up here. So let's do it then. Let me change the color again. Work on these 2. So X, W, Y, Z. Well, actually this was more straightforward than I thought it would be. We're almost there. Let's work on these 2. W, X, Y and Z. Et voila, as we say in India. That's all. We're done. Very simple, very straightforward. That's it. What's the answer? So how many times did I manipulate it? This was given to us like that. First time I put the entire thing in reverse. This is how we got that. And from there we did this change. This was the second change. And then from there we got the final one. Sorry. First change, second change, third change. So it took us 3 tries. This was the first manipulation, this was the second manipulation, this was the third manipulation. Answer is 3. Answer is B. I have to have my little star next to it, otherwise it just doesn't feel right. So that's the answer. Answer is B. I hope you found it helpful. It was a quite straightforward problem. Most of the problem on the SATs are not that bad. You just have to think. That's all it is. They are about thinking. They're not about how much math you know. As I've said many times, it's not about how much math one knows, because it does not involve any calculus, any differential equation, any analytical geometry. It's a very simple math. You just have to sit there and think calmly, collectively, and systematically, rationally, as opposed to just freaking out and just acting in a very irrational manner. So this is it. I hope you found it helpful. Send me email if you wish to purchase the DVD that contains the solution to all the problem in this section, section number 2, or for that matter any sections of the 8 exams. Just tell me that I need to purchase this particular section for this particular exam, and the DVD will be on your way. And sometimes DVDs, depending on how much I take. So if it's 1 hour, if it's longer than 1 hour, I'll send out 2 DVDs. Anyway, this is it. If you wish to hire me for personal tutoring, get hold of me again. Go to the website prep4sat.com and send me an email, and we'll take care of that as well. Buy the books. Buy the vocabulary books. Go to my website. If you cannot find them in any of the bookstores near you, go to the website and click on the vocabulary books, and you will find them. There are actually 4 of them that I use. It depends on how motivated the student is. It depends on what they're trying to achieve. If I'm dealing with the students, is he or she trying to achieve, they're starting out with a 400 and their goal is to get at least the average, which is the 500, or am I dealing with the students who is in the 600 and wants to get in the 700, or am I dealing with somebody who is already in the 700 and they want to get very close to a perfect score? Depends on how motivated they are, and that depends on how much work you put into it. But the most basic is this first book, Vocabulary Energizer 1. Thank you again for watching the clip, and I'll see you in the next clip. I think I'm going to do question number 10 also, because sometimes some people have trouble with that thing, even though it's a very straightforward thing. I think I'm going to take care of that right now. Thank you again.